Hello, I'm Stefan Pape here from HeyUGuys, and we're in Berlin at the set of Duncan Jones' latest film, Mute. I'm stood outside Foreign Dreams, which is a nightclub. It's actually a set, which is just a very small sign as to what they've built and created here on this quite incredible looking production for Netflix. This idea was one of Duncan Jones' very first. It was a film he wanted to make at the beginning of his career, but given the fact it's a film noir, sci-fi set in 40 years from now with a mute protagonist, I think they found it quite a challenge to get off the ground right from the word go. So obviously he made Moon, and Moon is quite an interesting film in regards to this, because it's a sort of companion piece. This is a sort of sequel to Moon, and we can even expect to see Sam Rockwell returning as the same role in this movie. And we're just going to go now on a little tour of Leo, the lead character played by Alexander Skarsgård, and look around his apartment and see what's in his fridge. So here we are in Leo's apartment. So Leo, obviously played by Alexander Skarsgård, is on a kind of mission to try and find out what happened to the love of his life, who sort of disappeared. And this is where everything happens. As we can see, he's quite old school, so even as it's set in the future, he's still got a lot of phone books. He's got nuts. Now these are actually real nuts. I'm just gonna have a nut, which means when you watch the finished film, if there's a nut missing, it's because I ate it. It's very good. I've stayed in a Berlin apartment before, and this is very spot on. We've got a fridge. I'm not sure what's in the fridge. Nothing. You just can't get the stuff. There's some pistachios in the sink. This is really cool. This is a really cool set, and this is all to be completely built. And even if you were to go into the bedroom over there, and even around, you've got pictures on the wall, and it's the attention to detail which is kind of remarkable. And I think we've even seen Duncan Jones, obviously the director of the film, who grew a big beard, and he's actually pictures of him playing Alexander Skarsgård's dad in pictures on the wall, which is quite cool. So if you do watch the film, just try and look out for that in the background. But the film, I mean, it looks insanely exciting. It's obviously going to be on Netflix. It's got Paul Rudd, Justin Theroux in the cast. We've just seen Noel Clarke on set as well, and he's obviously a friend of the site. So it's really exciting to see this all come together. And Duncan Jones, who, I mean, Source Code, Moon, Warcraft, he just keeps, as a filmmaker, he just keeps trying new things, and it's so good to see him go sort of back to basics with this. It's a real passion project for him. And just looking around and seeing the kind of enthusiasm, quite infectious enthusiasm from everyone involved on this set, on our trip here today in Berlin, has been quite contagious. So that's the end of our very brief tour. We've shown you the nightclub, the outside of it. They wouldn't let me in. I can't even get into fictional nightclubs. And his house. And it's pretty cool. I'm going to go and have some more nuts. See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!